When we got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air, Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it here. Hey.
It's Fire 716.
Let's go.
It's Big Frank in the morning, Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air, Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it here. Hey.
In the universe, what it is, what's up, how you feeling, how you living, how you breathing. When you pull up, say good morning. Listen, it's going down. You're locked in the room with my homegirl, Jay Cherie. What is, what's
building.
Up? My boy Kev on air, what's going on?
What's good?
And my girl D Money Mac, what it is, what's up, what's happening, and what's going down. Okay, it's going down. Listen, so Daniel this morning is not here. You know how I do. I roast people for not showing up. We had a doctor's appointment. We do give people days off. Okay, we not a tyrant, and we ain't gonna force y'all to come to work. Listen, how was your what was yesterday? Tuesday? How was your Tuesday?
Tuesday.
It was busy.
Busy.
My Tuesday was really busy. It's sad. Like, I feel like the doctor's office made me sick. Like, I went to the doctor's because I've had like a series of doctor's appointments and stuff the last couple of days. So like, I obviously, Monday I had a whole bunch of stuff to do. That's why I wasn't here. And then yesterday went to the doctor's office feeling super healthy. Left the doctor's office feeling sick as heck. Like, didn't get a flu shot, didn't get nothing. Just sick. And been feeling like trash ever since. Like, I feel a little bit better this morning, but I was just like, how you leave the doctor's office and feel sick?
Somebody was sick in the building.
I was masked up though, like masked up and hand sanitizer the whole time.
Yeah, it's dangerous. I'm in trouble.
Oh,
because,
okay.
I forgot.
left.
Yeah. Want me to send y'all Uber?
Morning, sister love.
I'm so sorry, babe. I left my wife. She was come with me because we have 2023. We are in collaboration to execute things together. So we're working on some stuff, make some things happen. And this morning, I got off of work and just came right here. And mind you, I didn't have my phone, so I didn't have any dialogue. I was already just... So I failed today. I failed today. D Money Mac, how was your yesterday?
Yesterday was another busy day, but that photo shoot though.
Do me a favor and just turn your mic. See, is your mic button up in the up position?
How about now?
Let's try it again. There we go.
I'm up right now.
Just a super busy day yesterday, and I'm just happy about this photo shoot. So y'all gonna hear me talk about it a lot.
That's
it was lit.
Be passionate about what you do.
Facts. Be excited.
Yeah,
Don't be humble about your great accomplishment.
Listen,
That's
this
fact.
is not the season to be super humble.
No,
Brag
facts,
about
like-
your stuff.
All right, well, listen. Okay.
Humbly unhumble.
Went in there
for
with that
sure.
camera like I was doing the thing. Okay, yeah.
That's that. But you
Why
get
need a group chat?
if
Yeah.
you're not like bigging up your own self, that's a problem.
Yeah.
You can't if you're not bigging up your own self. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
I'm about to be humbly cocky.
No, listen. if you're gonna be who you are in this season, be it and be strong about it. And shout out to the prophet, Prophet Weaver. What it is, my guy? Greetings, sir, all the way down from yonder. Down from yonder. What's going
From
on?
down yonder.
What's going on, sir?
But you got to really be you got to be confident. Like, this is not the time to be fake, humble, and all that. Be strong. What my friend Erica would say: be strong and wrong. I don't care if you're wrong. Be strong. Like, just be confident in what it is. You
that
can
you
be
believe.
wrong,
No fact.
but just I got this.
I'm wrong, but I'm gonna be strong in it.
For sure. So it's like, hey, this is a season where you just like, yo, I'm not getting ready to dummy myself down for anybody. I'm just not.
I guess it's one of those things where you kind of get, I don't know, like you're used to being in position where you have to be humble.
Fact.
So now it's like where you don't have to be humble. You're like, okay, hold on, let me just spread my wings a little bit. So that's kind of like where I'm at with that.
I'm just saying. I'm just going off history, but go ahead.
Nah, you good. She talking. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Good morning, Youssef.
Youssef, what is my guy? Top
What's
of the morning to
going
you.
on?
No, like seriously, I was joking around, but at the same time I was kind of serious. Like I'm really about to be humbly cocky. Like, okay,
No,
you
facts.
do this. Yeah, I do. Like
Facts.
I'm about like serious. Like even in the days that I was like kind of resting and stuff like that, and looking over, my book and my designs, everything else. I was like, yo, when this first shoe drop, I'm about to be real humbly cocky. Like,
No facts.
why aren't these on your feet?
Right.
No
Like,
facts. Like, bro, what are those? They're not these.
Like,
Facts.
drop them J's and get these blues.
No facts.
But be cocky before they drop.
Facts.
Like,
Absolutely.
to know that, yo, what I got is fire. It is the flame. It is top
Every
10.
design I got
Everything I
is
got
untouchable,
valid.
unwittable.
Come into the radio show, put your foot right here. Boom.
Anthony Wright, top of the morning.
Facts.
Okay, we
What's
got
going
We
on?
got some new tappers.
No,
I
facts.
appreciate y'all. What it is, what's up? Okay, we look at a certain kind of way today. Yeah, like, who is these folks? Okay, we them.
No facts.
We them. Listen, it's going down this morning when we get back. We're getting into Big Girl Chronicles with my homegirl Jay Street. You don't want to miss that. We'll be back in about 2 minutes right here on Fire. 716, your boy Big Frank in the morning.
What he say?
Marathoner. Really?
Maranatha?
I'm about to Google that.
Is that morning?
Either I think
Maybe it's something.
no, I think I saw it on a jacket.
It translates to "Come, Lord."
Okay. That's Daniel.
I think I saw that on a Jackie Hill Perry like album. Like that was one of her songs. I don't know. I was like,
How do you guys like the lighting?
I love it, 100%. These lights overpower those lights, the LEDs, so the LEDs can be used in another area.
I was excited to see it, you guys.
Yeah, no, I love it. Facts. It looks more like.
He's not really here. Okay. I just chose him today. Okay. He's not here. We're not back here. We'll be back in a few minutes with our Bigger Chronicles. This is behind the scenes information. How y'all feeling today?
he said, brush up on that Yiddish. Boy, bye.
Not the Yiddish.
Boy, brush up on this
I feel
master's
like
degree.
what you just did, Kevin, in this song playing was like a TikTok. Like a TikTok video. Valid.
Facts, the 90s,
yeah.
the generic 90s.
Yeah, so I might have to get try to get a fourth one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I might still want my way to North Carolina.
match that one.
That patch.
Get that one.
Okay.
Because that is not bad. We can get rid of everything on that. Like, remember when I said the zoom issue?
Yeah.
The joint stayed on there. All you hit is the display and whatnot.
You
So,
said you need a camera?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see something real quick.
Hey, Jehovah. Reke. Good morning, y'all. How y'all feeling this morning, y'all? It's Wednesday. What's going on? What's going on in your world, man? Talk to us.
Apparently, Daniel wants
I
us to brush up on our Yiddish.
Well,
All right, brush it up right now.
I ain't learning nothing else. You hear me? There's nothing more discouraging than enjoying your break from school and then see all the notifications that your module's open and your semester
man,
about to
what?
start.
Daniel a different breed. What was he talking about 2 days ago?
your
love is my love.
Right.
You love me. I said,
to
go
know
ahead.
me, to
to
love
know
me
me
is
is
not
to
to
love
love.
me.
To love me is not to know me. To know me is to know me.
It took us a minute, but it was crack.
You giving one fish, blue fish vibes.
But listen, go ahead, King. Everybody get the Big Girl Chronicles in about 20 seconds. Don't y'all go nowhere. My homegirl Jay Cherie is getting ready to get on the ones and twos. It's like she's about to DJ on it. She's trying to get on the ones and twos.
Let me see something real quick.
That was at Best Buy.
You said what?
No, I think I said that one was at Best Buy.
Hold on a second.
Oh, Mike's off for a minute. Don't y'all? We can't hear y'all. We know. Valid. All right.
Oh yeah, I mean they have like laptops and stuff like that too. But yeah,
I got the two. I just need to get them fixed. They both got the same problem: screens. So if anybody, yeah, yeah, because what I want to work on next is the fact that oh, oh, you on the last one because I said those look like webcams.
there. Okay, let me keep looking.
Um, 'cause I got to get the audio piece of us solidified easier. That while we're live doing the show, it can just be recording.
Go ahead.
All right, guys, about ready, Jay? About to come in and just.
Any of these three?
Jay Sheree, it's on you.
What's good, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is Big Girl Chronicles, and on this kind of chilly Wednesday, I was kind of upset that it was a little bit as cold as it was when I walked out. I understand it's January in Western New York. Judge your sister. But I wanted to talk about You Are the Investment. So the last couple of days, I've kind of just been spending some time by myself, really just getting into what 2023 is going to look like for me and planning out some things because my brother decided to preach on Sunday that somebody approaches you with a business plan and you can't tell them how much money you need for an investment, they'll walk away. And it hit home in a different kind of place because I was like, yo, I got these products, but I don't have the launching prices. I don't have nothing, like how much it will cost. And it caused me to think about how much that we downplay who we are and don't realize that we are the investment. Like on 10 a.m. service, God told me to tell the people, give an investment praise, which means if you put this praise out, when you get an investment, you'll get something in return. But we are the investment. And oftentimes we invest in so many other people and so many other things. We invest our time, our space, our energy, our peace in so many other people that are not really worth the investment. But when it comes to ourselves, we cut ourselves short. And in this season of my life, I really understood like this is not the season that I'm going to be completely investing in everybody else and keep neglecting the main product, which is myself. I have ideas, I have things that I need to execute, but I've put them aside just to invest in other people. So in this edition of Big Girl Chronicles, I want to admonish you to stop putting people before you and start making investments in yourself because you are the investment. You can't, continue to keep operating and not living healthy and doing all these other things because you're doing stuff for other people, but you're neglecting your health, you're neglecting your space, and you're neglecting the multiple streams of income that you've been praying for the last 10 years that has not showed up because you chose to invest in somebody else and not in yourself. So in this Big Girl Chronicles, I want you to sit down, take a minute, take a day, take a half hour, and really write out the visions that you want to see, but put the time in this year. Not the whole new year, new me situation because it's lame and it's outdated, but really take the time to say, I'm going to invest in me. I'm going to invest in my health. I'm going to invest in my business. I'm going to invest in my mental space. I'm going to invest in love. I'm going to invest in me because you are the investment. Sure. Because you're beautiful, you're intelligent, and you're graceful.
Yeah,
you big people.
You're who?
You big people.
You're swole.
You're big people.
You expanded, okay? No, but that's valid because the truth of the matter is that you got to. You got to. You just you can't talk to me big, operating small. You just can't because it's just a fantasy. It's just an illusion. It's just an idea. But when you start to embody the fact that you can really be a part of something that is just crazy and you've done your due diligence, and then too, I'm gonna say this, you'll realize that it doesn't take as much as you thought.
Mm-hmm.
because you made projections without doing no research.
Right.
Yeah.
You made projections without doing your due diligence, figuring out. I did it with the station. Like
Yeah.
I've been killing myself,
Just jumping in.
jumping out here, just doing stuff, and just told me I need to take all that. In reality, yo, there's a plethora of help that just came. In reality, Frank, just make 2 sales.
Yeah.
Fight to do 2 sales a week.
Fact.
So take those 355 no's to get them 2 yeses every week. But you got to get out there and you got to do that. And that'll bring you into a 6-figure revenue turnaround.
No facts.
And it's like, oh, I thought I had to do way more. I was waiting because, real quick, for somebody, get this morning. Passive income, consistent passive income. We sometimes waiting for the large lump sum and we don't do it. But the truth of the matter is, you ever just like spend small amounts of money consistently and you look at the end of your check like, where did my money go?
Tim Hortons.
Because
No facts.
them $3, 3 days, 3 times a day.
Facts.
That's $10 every day. That's $70 a week. 7 times. Let's do math. 4. Good. Yep.
Yep.
After zeros. It's about that.
21.
You was close. You
Yeah.
getting there.
So $210 gone every month
Yep.
just on
Jump.
Tim. You know you got to get a sandwich and a donut. You know you got to get a drink and a
And a
beverage.
drink.
It's a drink
Come
is
on,
required
every
So-
time.
So these are things that you have to. I just wife. If you heard me, I wasn't talking about you, but only a hit dog a holler. So if you holler at all, baby, we gonna work on that. We'll get that together.
The whole
no.
getting deeper.
You done left
No.
her. Now you coming
Yeah.
for
Now,
it.
I'm very hurt that I left her because we're working on a place.
Yeah.
We're working on a place. If we forget about it.
Just that quick.
Just that quick. You know, the first day she in her schedule is she got a 3-day schedule. She got a little and Uber driver didn't pick her up. Baby, I'm sorry. Listen, it's going down, y'all. We'll be right back in about 37 seconds, probably 60, with the question of the day. We'll get into that conversation. What's the question of the day?
What was the hardest lesson you had to learn?
What is the hardest lesson you had to learn? Don't leave your wife. All right, it's going down, y'all. 5716, Big Frank Morning.
Yo.
We'll be right back. Doc! Can't talk to you.
She said you're fired.
Yo. Dang. I'm with your wife.
You had such a good day yesterday.
No, that's real. No, that.
Babe, it was so good yesterday. That sounded like something else, but it was so you had a good rate.
It sounded so good yesterday.
We're gonna get it together.
So I'm looking for digital cameras, right?
Yes.
Webcam. Ooh, 549. Oh my god. Who's on?
15 seconds.
I don't know if I have that much though.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in to Big Frank in the morning. Listen, getting ready to get into the question of the day. What was the biggest,
The hardest lesson.
hardest lesson you had to learn?
Ugh,
So now you're up in the big
Question.
leagues.
so many. So many lessons.
So I'm gonna just start off. My brother was jokingly talking about his situation, but it hit home, Doc. That was the worst decision I could have ever made. And I won't say that. Letting it go so long.
Valid.
You get what I'm saying?
Valid.
Was leaving was the worst decision ever. Period. And trying to get back to it is the realization,
Yeah.
like, dang, bro.
Yeah. this is what, and I say that only because mine didn't last as long, but the experiences that I understand, because it's just like what makes love grow
Yeah,
is hardship and trend in those moments.
facts.
But when you leave the room, and I had a dream about this whole lesson. I don't know, it's crazy. Don't leave the room. But when you leave the room, what happens is the lessons aren't the same.
Facts.
They can even be the same lesson, but in different rooms, they don't hit the same. And what you are supposed to figure out together and find out together and go through hardship together to evolve together and do that,
Yeah,
that's what's going to take love to the next level. But when you separate, you got your own narrative over there.
facts.
I got my own narrative over here, and we painting our own pictures with the same lessons we're supposed to be learning,
Right.
but the pictures is just different, and it's just hard, and it's like, yeah. So valid.
Baby, come back.
Wow.
Wow.
Facts, man. Listen,
I would say the hardest lesson that I've had to learn. I don't know. I've been learning a lot of hard lessons, but one of the hardest lessons probably is just everybody is not your friend.
Mhm.
Everybody is not your friend, and you don't. You know what? I'm a add to that. Everybody is not your friend, and nothing is for free.
Oh, facts.
So yeah. I'm leave it there for just a second.
You know that's valid.
go ahead.
Hardest lesson I had to learn: you ain't gonna be connected to people forever.
Oh man.
Like, you know, and like the people that you thought was gonna be in your circle, as you grow, and having to let those people go because they not meant to be divinely connected to you forever. Hardest lesson, because I'm one of those, I'll take people with me.
Yeah.
Like, if I go up,
Yes.
you go up.
Right.
And God, like, and like,
That ain't
you
a
gonna
good
go
plan.
up, they gonna stay where they at. And to let people go guilt free was the hardest lesson I had to learn. Like, some people are just not gonna make it. Stop carrying the guilt that you chose you over them.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
the hardest lesson. Oh, and money. Oh my God, money. Starbucks is not good for you when you balling on a budget. Like, you cannot be spending $15 at Starbucks like 4 days a week. You just can't. Like, it's just bad. It's bad investments in yourself. But no, seriously, letting people go without guilt, it was my hardest lesson. Because I've always put people before me, because I nurture and I love and I give. And I'm a giver, and I'm like, oh no, I'm just giving. I'll sacrifice myself for them, and they are not returning that at all.
And then you just end up sacrificing yourself completely, and and then you're left with no pieces of you, and then they're still intact because you done built them up,
Right.
because, so yeah, I understand
Yeah.
that for sure.
Yeah.
It's hard, like, because you care about people
Mhm.
and you want to see them do good, and I know I could just help this one person,
No,
Right.
for sure.
do this for them, and then they could just take over and take care of themselves, and then they never take care of themselves. They never
Yeah.
do what they're supposed to do, and you're like,
I realized who wasn't with me the first time my car went down. Who stopped calling, stopped texting, stopped coming around. It was like, yo, my car down. I need a ride. Silence. Like, I was like, yo, I done got out my bed at like 3:00 in the morning to come get y'all. Like, and at that moment, I was like, okay, it's time to start evaluating friendships here.
Mhm.
But then the people who stayed, the people I thought were gonna go, stayed. And that surprised me. And it was just like, yo, so y'all the real ones and y'all the fake ones. Oh, I should have swapped those. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Well, you realize everybody in church fake.
Oh, fact.
No, Kevin said,
No,
oh.
no, that is very much so valid.
I think that the biggest lesson that I've learned is, Frank, you can do a lot, but you can't do it all. I am great for making things work. I am good for taking 2 pennies, making them look like $1. I'm good for putting 2 things together. I'm a great MacGyver, aka Nicky Rig. For those who are offended, seek God. But I realized that to be efficient requires more people
Mhm.
and a willingness to truly delegate and be confident in the execution of that person. That even if they fall, that Frank, you still ain't got to pick it up.
Right.
And also, understanding, and I mean, and just had this conversation that guess what? Somebody gonna be mad at some point.
Yeah.
It just happened to be your day today. Babe, I'm not saying that it's you. Let's not get it twisted. But when it comes down to balancing all that I have, that I was taught a long time ago that balance isn't 50-50. Balance is an ever moving scale that someday the family got to get hit. Someday the church got to get hit.
Yeah.
And someday the radio station got to get hit because I just can't execute all things. So what I find myself doing is compartmentalizing. Like church ain't on my mind right now. I love God. He's my savior. He's my keeper. Yes, he's all those things. But at the same time, executing the church stuff really isn't on my mental space. And balancing that out. So that was my thing is then when I'm at church. What Daniel say?
Money is not as valuable as time, and pride really is a fortress.
And Tyra said, "You're so fired,
baby." Baby.
Fire,
baby. No, you know, that money and time thing is, I would just put value on your time.
Facts.
Listen, I'm gonna say this to somebody. Have you a base rate that at this season of my life, this is my base rate per hour.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what I'm doing. This is my base rate. Frank, you just walking by. You call me to come up. This is my base rate.
You put
Frank,
me
you
on
acting line then.
You put me
Call
on
me up.
program without my
This
permission.
is my
Base rate.
base rate. Meaning that because I just have to put value on my time and my energy and what you're calling me for.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I don't, you'll think that this is free.
Yeah.
Facts.
This costs me time. This costs me away from my family. This costs me my energy. This is you're asking for my health. And I got a base rate. And right now it's $75 an hour, but in a few months, uppity. Wait till they pay me $1,500 just to go talk to somebody. It's a wrap for the Saints.
So, so my theology on this whole like base rate situation, like, they like I'm finally a paid rapper and all this extra stuff, but like once you go above your last, you can't go back to what it was, because at that point you realize somebody else knows your value,
right?
So at that point they're helping you up your value, and we putting money on value, but it's not really the same. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
one guy, his name is Yvanklo Blanc. Look at my Yiddish. He's a photographer out of Buffalo, and he said to me, he says this before he got into photography. He was just doing like media advertising. He says, once you set your price, that's it.
That's it. Facts.
And they'll talk about you. Oh, that's too much. Oh, I can't, until they keep seeing somebody willing to pay, and they want the quality that you produce. Then they'll come and pay it.
Facts.
But if you keep trying to, adjust to accommodate for them, it's like, oh, you're not necessarily seeing the value of the word. And that's in my base. I told the guy, I volunteer my time, no problem. In that, because I believe what I have is great. But to a degree, it's like, yo, all right.
Yeah.
But if you call them for me, especially if you call when I did Medea, I did my little free shows. I would go see them. Hey, girl, whatever the voice. Leave me alone. But when you call for me, I am now in demand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you
supply and demand.
And now that
Absolutely.
you call for me, you about to pay these $75, these 50. No, what was it like at that time? I think I was doing 50. These 50 cents. No, I was doing a little good. Okay,
doing some
for
numbers,
15 minutes of performance.
Yeah.
For 15 minutes for me to put this outfit on,
Facts.
put this voice on, and cut up. Drop my 150.
Facts.
For just 50. So
yes.
That's it. And they paid.
Yeah.
Because they understood the value of what I was offering. Because I understood. Because if you call him,
facts,
you got to drop a band.
You spent 150 times.
And I think that that's one of the lessons for me too. Just the value of who you are, knowing it, and putting it in the budget.
Facts.
Putting it in the fact that if you're requiring me to do a thing,
it's your price plus.
Come on, Kevin.
You got your base rate. Then you got your gas. Then you got your help. Then you got your.
It's $75 to me just
to show up.
To show up. Then to execute what you're talking about is called additional packages.
Facts.
Come and get these additional packages. There's features there. So you got to just figure out for yourself. But that's what I've learned.
No, for
And
real.
that's those, and I'm just not playing. And the Hanleys, the perfect fit, the fire on the fireplace, it all makes sense in a minute.
Oh no, facts.
I mean, you got to do you. Like I had a conversation with somebody, and they was like, once you graduate, what is it gonna look like for you? And I was like, oh, it's gonna look like you paying for these services. Like I was like, you guys can get some advice for free, but once I walk the stage, oh no, you paying for these services, and because I know the quality of counseling I will be getting. You know what I mean? I've had people ask me, can I counsel them? And I don't even have my degree yet.
Right.
So if there appears people willing to pay me and I don't have my degree, which is illegal in the state of New York, and I am not doing that, just in case people are watching. Just right. But once I walk the stage, oh, it's a dub.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you going to pay this prices.
Can we talk for a second, Jess?
Fact.
I need you to call my business phone and make an appointment.
No, facts.
Here's your square.
No, facts.
And we will definitely I will schedule you an appointment and
No, for sure.
starting off, obviously I'll be taking like Apple Pay, Cash App and stuff like that until I'll have like whole system. But it's like, no, you gonna pay these $50-$75 an hour because my quality of counseling that I'll be giving you is worth that. Like
Life changing.
it's life changing.
Do y'all know what they pay these coaches out here, blood?
Just to show.
Sidebar, life coaches piss me off. I'm sorry.
No, valid.
Like seriously,
Valid.
okay, this is my
Just a
rant.
little bit.
This is my rant as a person who is gaining. No, I can't say that because God, I prayed and asked God that I would have a debt-free master's degree, and so far I do.
Okay.
But these life coaches posing as full-out counselors without having to go through the rigors in the testing to become a counselor, y'all making me mad. You're not a counselor, you're a life coach. You got your joint offline. You did not have to do no kind of services, no kind of internships. You didn't have to pay none of this.
Facts.
And you are suable. I'm just letting you know this now. So if you tell people that you're counseling them and you tell me you're counseling me and you're a
coaching you.
life coach, I'm going to sue you.
Baby,
I'm coaching. Is a difference.
because your brother about to go online and about coach.
Coach Frank. Coach Hanley.
Frank.
Like I don't knock life
It's
coaches.
the,
It's the disrespect of what we have to go through to become counselors, and you guys
Nah, I get
comparing yourself as
But
a counselor.
I've never, me personally, I haven't ever heard anybody call them if they haven't gone through the rigor of
The rigmarole.
going through the counseling classes and all that.
Yeah.
I haven't really, you know what I'm saying. I heard anybody say I'm a counselor.
I have.
I'm a life coach. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I can give you some good advice and some good pointers on how to succeed and how to do things and how to execute. I ain't no counselor though.
And
When you come into that world, you hear we're just as important as counselors. I'm a joke.
But there's a difference
but I'll
because
say
they are kind of
Yeah.
as important, just as
and
important.
it depends
You know
on
what I'm
where your
saying?
life is as the coach. You can't be life coaching me, and you still
And your
in the
life
basement.
ain't gone nowhere.
Like, I get talking to you making it, but you got to coach me from a place called I got some
I've been
trophies.
somewhere. No
It's
fact.
like I got some accomplishments. I got some people who came out of the gutter. Give me some people evidence. Side note, Josh, I need you to inbox me what it takes for somebody to create a blueprint for a building outline financially. Fire 716 radio at gmail.com. Not random, but yes. So I think that
So the hardest
Oh.
thing that she learned was that it's okay.
It's okay
be-
to be selfish.
no
Morning, Kim.
Kim valid.
That
And
is very valid.
it really is okay. And realizing that you
Facts.
know what?
It's about me.
It's about me, valid. Because for me, I've exhausted exuberant myself. I put myself out there for so many people, and I've done so much, and I love y'all, and I don't mind doing what I did, but
Yeah.
there are no, no, Frank,
Mm-mm.
there. Hold on, people not watching. I've dropped the ball in certain areas, and all I had was okay. I'm not about to beat myself up.
Yeah.
I am not getting ready to put myself on a hang. I'm trying to balance too much.
Yeah.
And today was your day to fall off. Babe,
Right.
once again, not talking about you because I failed. I failed. And that's not okay. but I love you. But for sure, I'm just realizing that you know what, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But you know what, it's about me right now.
Facts.
And
I think for me, like once I started truly investing in myself, it kind of changed my entire mindset. Like I used to really no, hear me out. I
Talk
used to
about
really, really want to have kids and like at a young age and like even just okay, well, even if I'm not married, like it'll still be okay because that's just what I wanted so bad. And now I'm like, there's no way for
Yeah.
me personally that I would be able to have kids and try to do the stuff that I'm trying to accomplish
oh, for
just
Come
sure.
in my
on.
own
For
personal
sure,
life.
for
So
sure.
it's
Yeah.
like, okay, I get it now. You know, about being selfish and focusing the energy on myself in that manner. So I was like, yeah, it's definitely it's nice. It's
Yeah,
nice to
yeah.
invest in yourself.
Yeah.
It's
No,
really
for sure.
nice.
And I think knowing what investment is, like,
Mhm.
and I think I said this before, like treating yourself and investing in yourself are two different things.
Absolutely.
Like, I get the moment of I'm about to go treat myself, a hair spa, and my feet done. But I consider that's a treatment. I love myself. Tend to my
Self-care.
self-care. I get it.
Hmm.
Then also you gotta look at what am I doing for myself to make sure that my future is better.
Facts.
Yeah.
What am I
better
really
myself.
doing to be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do this today because I know if I invest this today, the outcome later on can be this.
Facts.
And those are important as well because sometimes we live so much in the moment that we don't think of. The Bible says don't worry about tomorrow, but it also talks about having a plan. So God, I have an idea of what life should be like for me. So, and I go back to our conversation on Monday about the why factor, how everything should be
Yeah.
filtered through, like what we going
Facts.
and what we doing. So, all those things should be in play as you navigate through this thing called life. All right.
Yes.
So listen, it's going down, yo. We get back. We got some hot topics.
Church mess.
Church. I get so
Church mess.
I don't know why. Yeah. So much. I feel bad. That's what my son. Yeah. I realized that he'd be like, yeah, just random. It's me.
It's you.
It's me. When we get back into church mess, we'll be back in about 3 minutes or so. It's going down. 5716. Your boy Big Frank in the morning. In the morning.
Either it's sleep or lack thereof. It's one or the other. Lack of sleep or he got sick.
You know what? You know what I am that I don't really put on? Like Black History. I like Black History.
Facts.
Just I don't know why.
You mean the month or just Black
History.
facts in general?
And
Absolutely.
the fact that I was just moaning like that, it made me seem like I just reminded me of old slave, old time Baptist church.
Yo,
Yeah,
stupid.
but
I found out I like history.
yeah.
But I like history that is revealing.
Mhm.
Like finding out that is contrary to what we've learned.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
you know what?
You know, like,
We here. on
and
that
I'm not
one,
even
yeah.
talking about conspiracy.
No,
Like,
I
I'm
know
just
what
mean
you-
like
yeah.
full hard on history, like
For sure.
truth
For sure.
and what they hid and took away from us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I love
No, for
history,
sure.
for sure.
I found out in the last couple of years how much stuff Black people invented
Oh man,
And never got credit for.
and never got credit for.
Facts. Like Aunt Jemima's is just blackface.
Yeah.
Uncle Ben's blackface. Like black person had nothing to do with it. They were just a slave on the plantation that worked it.
But like the fact that a Black man invented the gaming system.
Oh, facts.
Like
wasn't it?
it wasn't Nintendo,
not
but he
Nintendo.
created the format and the plan how to make a
Yeah.
gaming system.
Oh,
Like,
got you.
And I was just like, so we was out here Nintendo when they're like, yo, this man, no, like a Black guy came up with the concept and the way like to basically make a gaming system, and y'all just took that and made Nintendo.
Right. Facts.
Like if we took all the Black inventions away, y'all would have nothing. Like legit. Car accidents, no refrigerators,
Man.
no
None of that.
lights, no nothing,
Facts.
no
Just tore it down.
microwave.
You wouldn't have clothes.
nothing.
Like-
Just
But you know what I
butt
truly
naked in
believe?
the dark. Just
Yeah.
No,
I truly believe it's like the I don't know. Sorry, I lost it.
It'd be
not
like
it just
that.
dropped off. You know,
it happens.
Be like that.
It's like
happens.
that.
no, because there's a lot of things, and I do it from the point of view of just being a Christian and a believer, and the word and those things. But it's like when you realize and you begin to dig and discover, you
Yeah.
just realize the narrative that you guys you offered to me, there's more to it.
Oh, for sure.
Even when it comes down to us being successful in the system, and I'm like, yo, I just shiesty, funny acting.
No
folks.
fact.
But the truth is, I do. People, you know, how they call my hotep phase. You know, I was real.
You was real
Out here.
Hotepian for a second.
No, but truth of the matter, I was studying. I knew I was digging,
Facts.
but the only reason why they didn't own out because they ripped. This guy got fat. I was fatter. Yeah, it's considerable more. But watch me go. I'm going right back to my spot. Okay, about to re up. Babe, don't judge me. But what is that you learn. You just start digging. Realize, wait, okay, this is what Christianity was. This is what it was in the beginning. Oh, this
before
is before
yeah,
the name. Oh,
absolutely.
this is what it was before that. Oh, this is why the Rastas has this point of view
Exactly.
of the story. Oh, this is, and you begin to figure out. Oh, wait a minute, because you may not like me today, but too bad. Because this storyline, I believe my God is wise
Facts.
in his execution. He knows exactly what he's doing, and nothing takes him by surprise. Therefore, the assimilation of what we call the King James Version is, you know, in its vettedness, most vetted.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it really
what
is.
Right.
It's presented a certain kind of way, and we evolve and we grow, but there's so much more
Yeah.
as well that you have every right to dig into.
Oh, facts.
Go right ahead.
But if you take a church history class, when I was in the Sound of the Genuine,
don't
I
know
was
who
the Sound
that
of the
is, but
Genuine
we're not there.
dropout.
I
Because
don't know who it is, but we're not there. Is that one? Is that, okay.
no, when I took a class with the Sound of the Genuine, it was in church history. It talks about how like they chose which books went into the King James version. Like there were books that were just purposely kept out, and it was like that's why. And it's also male dominated, but we're not going to get into those arguments right now because there was a lot of women with ministry in the Bible that is not talked about because it wasn't put in the King James version. Because men put the Bible together, the original canon together.
Facts.
How do y'all feel about the?
But you take that, and that's very much true. The benefit is that we know you're there.
What you mean?
God, in His infinite wisdom, understood that there's more pieces to this.
Oh,
And
facts.
that when you go to dig and you go to discover, you go to figure things out, that you're not. I mean, we call Deborah and all the people, and all these other people. Yeah, no, they didn't highlight them, but there's additional information about them.
Facts.
But I put them in here. So you can go. So I think
They got honorable mentions, they didn't get credit. No, because a lot of women walked with Jesus.
No facts.
Like
Granted, but you know, I'm gonna throw it in. And then that what the time was. It got that I felt that was all my fault.
It's all good. Display, zoom.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Now it's not easy. I don't know what is going on.
oh, it's getting ready to drop on you.
Yeah, it was just like.
But yeah.
Real talk though, the I Want to Dance with Somebody movie, excellent.
Really?
Yes, I saw it on Christmas with
I want to dance with somebody.
huh.
I want to dance with somebody.
So it was the biopic for Whitney Houston that came. The movie came out in the theaters,
oh, okay.
but the girl who plays Whitney Houston, amazing job.
Word.
30 seconds.
Hot
Somebody
take,
get ready to,
hot take. This assistant
Got
adherence
you,
to the
got
King James
you.
version might be a legit stronghold. Shaka Khan.
Is they gonna hear it? Or you gonna pot it up? Oh. Fire 716 Radio, it's your boy Kev on there. And we back in the building.
With your girl Jay Cherie, D Money Mac. You know, Big Frank is fixing some
yeah.
things, but we
Tending to the
we getting ready
technicals.
to get into church mess.
Church mess.
So the first church mess that I have, Grown in Gospel, on WeTV in all black, is featuring Tasha Page Lockhart, Elijah Connor, and so many more. So I watched the clip for the trailer for this.
Yeah.
It's church people talking about they live in double lives. It is church people that's doing praise and worship that's real effeminate. outside of praise and worship, it's church messy.
Yeah.
I mean, part of me wants to understand Tasha Page's Lockhart's part in it. Like,
Yeah, who in it again?
so the only people they listed so far is Tasha Page Lockhart and Elijah Connor. Um, but the trailer, if you want to see the trailer, is on Larry Relives page.
Oh, it's messy. All right.
But it really it was like it's supposed to be a highlight of like the life of a church person, and their struggles, so to
Dumb.
speak. But it's real messy. Like watching the trailer, and I was like, this is why people don't come to church. Like we
Yeah.
keep giving people reasons to not come to church. Like
If you watch me too long, you will be disappointed.
this is Preachers of LA all over
Yeah,
again.
this is there's a reason why you get Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Okay, because there's a reason why you're not in my house. There's a reason why the bedroom is under fire. There's a reason. Not saying that we just live in foul and just two different lives, but the truth of the matter is that ain't nobody that perfect. Ain't nobody that together. And if you looking for me to be frank, different,
Valid.
I pray, prophesy, preaching to work on to like, come on, my life is different.
But you also don't highlight
Yeah,
the
you don't
imperfections
highlight
of yourself
facts.
on camera. So that's the first church mess. The second church mess, we have to stop using modern phases in sermons. This guy preached a sermon called "What That Mouth Do."
Oh my gosh, I was screamed on this.
It'll preach. It'll preach.
That is not what people are thinking about
I know it's
when you say "What
but
that
when
mouth do."
when you start talking and you see what his mouth do,
No,
he gonna have you laid out on the altar
no.
talking about
So-
then your mouth gonna be doing what it do. Come on now.
No, so
No.
I saw the clip,
Yeah.
and it's a church full of young people too, which makes it bad.
Oh, man.
But like he was like, yeah, what that mouth doing? All the young people was like, yo, fell out like nobody was legitimately
Not
paying
with that
attention
mouth.
to this message because he kept saying,
What that mouth do? What that mouth do? What that mouth do? What that?
Just
Don't
start
encourage
going.
the foolishness.
I
No.
feel like
facts.
there's an extent of where you should be like, changing with the times as far as how you talk to reach the younger audience. But there are phrases that are specific to specific things that you
No,
can't
valid.
just take that apple and make it an orange. It's still gonna
Like
be an
people trying to
apple.
turn WAP into worship and praise.
Yeah, no, that
Like,
just
no.
that ain't, no, that can't
Worship
work.
and praise. Why not?
No, because you like give God that good WAP. That is not what they
Oh
think
my God.
about. Like,
Like,
no.
Well,
I gotta go.
this is my challenge. This is my challenge.
Yo.
Because we've been saying it, but we just ain't say it like that. But then the world grab it
And they take hold of
and
it.
take hold and make it a thing. Praise and worship has always been praise and worship. It's always been WAP.
It been PA, it been Paul.
It's been
PAW.
PAW. Worship and praise.
Praise and worship. It's just backwards.
It's just
Worship
not
and
Paw Patrol,
praise.
and the world grabs Hip Hop Patrol. Just what is this praise and worship patrol? The world gets it, and they do what they do, and then we try to just relate,
That'd
try to
be
be
a thing.
relevant, and then sometimes it's a fair.
Praise and worship patrol.
Praise and worship,
Paw Patrol. Praise and worship patrol to anybody violating
Fire.
during praise and worship.
No, stop. Imagine getting a ticket mid-service. Oh, you too quiet. Now.
Pay your fare.
You got a hangover.
And you got to pay
gotta-
by the time tithe and offering.
Ooh, you
No.
got that's your tie.
All right, you violate.
Be careful. They listen.
They
to you.
listen.
No facts.
They're gonna make sure they ain't coming to our church.
Oh, them ushers got to have tickets and your name on the road. Third violation this week. Now I don't know.
No facts.
Your church membership about to be suspended if you don't pay these violations.
Parents get the tickets for the kids.
Oh, fat crumbs on the seat.
Crumbs on the seat.
Take it.
Ticket.
They won't
Sister
sit down.
so-and-so.
Ticket.
You was off key on
Slap
that
it.
last night.
Slap it on the back of the kid.
If we got to
There's
be
your
picked up
ticket.
3 of your snot rags.
That's
Ticket.
crazy. Could you imagine?
No, I could not.
I went to church, got 6 tickets a day. What? I was late. The kids being bad. I just can't take it. But God was good. God was working miracles.
Facts. But then
Um,
you get the tickets to the choir directors for over dramatic.
Lord.
That's too much.
Um, last church mess. Pastor says he'll be danged to convince somebody to come to church. Talks about another pastor giving out gas cards to the first 20 people who came to church. So
Incentive.
this guy, he said that, he first of all, he clowned this pastor. He was like, you not gonna give, he said, giving out gas cards to get people to come to church. You ain't gonna coerce them to come to the house of God. I be danged if I'm gonna convince people to come to church. You come to church because you love God. I ain't giving out.
Valid. I'm not taking my church members' money to pay for gas cards to people who about to come to church and not give. If you want your soul saved, if you want your life changed, come see Jesus.
It was the
valid.
cussing in the sermon
And
that made it messy.
because it's like, come on, people do that. Like, I get being a blessing and an asset to the community. That's one thing. But I'm not about to give you a gas card to try to persuade you to come to the house for worship so your life can be changed. I got to give you $25 to come to church.
No fact.
Now it's a cover.
And then you got to give like 8 of them.
Hey,
You got to get like 8 gas cards.
But
What
what
he
if
gave
it's like,
out? The first pastor gave out 20, so it was 20
That's a
gas
lot of
cards
money.
to the
I'm
first
there.
20
That's a
people
lot of money.
God.
that
Fact.
came to church.
That's a lot of money.
But the
though.
pastor that was talking about him, the reason why, like I said, the reason why it was messy is because he was cussing during the sermon. It was the congregants that made it funny. They was cheering on the cussing, like, "Yes, Pastor, we be."
because listen to me. The Bible says I give you pastor after my own heart, and you gotta listen. No, listen, this is valid. You have to know your pastor,
Mhm.
and you got to know the kind of people need. I ain't don't jump and pray. You said it's okay to cuss.
Some people need to
You gotta
cuss
talk
in
to God. Okay,
No fact.
but there are people like you need that kind of delivery. Our pastor was from the block. He didn't talk with the churchism. All right, Doc, bless you. He wasn't. Yo, son, like, yo, where you at? You got,
Talked with
his
the
approach
gun.
to you was very
Traditional.
non-church,
non-traditional,
non-church like.
and people needed that.
No valid.
And some people need people that are rough. Thaddeus Matthews, that man cuss and deal with prostitutes and be violent, but he's still pastoring, and these people is egging him on.
But for me, it's a violation of the sacred desk and the gospel. I understand that you may be passionate and maybe very like driven for what you are saying, but the cussing is not cool. Like,
and I agree, and I can care, but I got to play the devil's advocate. What makes a curse word a curse word?
the context.
Who told
So
you
who
that it
said?
was a bad word?
It's in the Bible about speaking curses.
Oh, again, speaking curses.
Speaking of curse is not
Speaking of
a curse
curse,
word.
Is that a curse word? What makes being a BITC?
Female dog.
At what point did this become a bad term?
Right.
Who created this
That's
term?
very
No,
valid.
and I'm just talking, and because
That's
I,
right.
Right.
question.
No, it's
the-
thought provoking.
but I do believe that the desk is sacred,
No fact.
and to know that these words are violations in our culture and in our time, to use them is just out of pocket.
Right.
I believe that, especially behind the pulpit.
But when did they become?
I just like what is
bad?
the etymology?
But I mean, like I said, it's context because when you look at the Bible, and I'm not cussing.
No
so I would be dying. Funny. Like when you look at the Bible, hell, damn, ass, they're all in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the context of how even I'm not cussing, so don't be like, gonna be calling my pastor.
Y'all screen record this right now.
Calling my pastor. The word bitch is a female.
Oh my God, woman of God.
It's called
female
it's
dog.
a female dog. But how you use it in the context.
Nope.
Absolutely.
Not even.
It's-
Nope. Because these females and be out here acting like dogs. So if I call you what you acting like, don't get mad.
If you dropping blow to my carpet, and you
No.
Okay, but in reverse.
So we should be able to call y'all Mitches then, because
I
like
mean, I'm gonna still use the same word because if you act in the same way, then I could call
If you acting like if a brother is acting like a sister, he is a female dog.
but no, like that context is offensive and it is incorrect. Telling somebody that's where they're going, like in judgment, telling somebody you going to in judgment, that's taking it out of context. Hell is a place.
What's crazy is
Like-
I don't want to lie. I don't have a dog at home, but imagine somebody using the B word just in its actual context.
Fact.
For example, my dad has a dog. He has a female dog at home. Oh, my dad got it. I just gave you. I just
My dog, my dad got it.
yeah, like what? And Grip, why would you call his wife that? No, he legit has like we just the term has been, and like you said, as Jay Sheree was saying, the context of that word now is just is the original text of it doesn't even highlight.
Fact.
Is when you use it, it's just
It's
But
been
that's just the same-
derogatory.
That's the same way, like with the word gay, because gay originally meant happy.
Happy.
And then the
Happy
word faggot, like
is a
that-
bundle of sticks.
Yeah, it's a bundle of sticks. Like they're,
And we
it's definitely the kind.
And then
you know
and then
what?
I heard
I got a whole bunch of gays outside.
and I also
Faggots.
Facts.
That's
But
crazy.
then I heard in like the UK,
yeah.
a fag is a cigarette.
Cigarette.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I bum a fag?
But-
Ooh, there was a
What?
post on Facebook where it was like some, I don't know what country in Africa, but they like call people who like do criminal acts the N word. And it was like on TV, it was like, yeah, we just arrested a whole bunch of niggers. And it was like, but then they explained it like,
Because Nick,
it means
so,
a certain
like,
thing
where
there,
Trevor
like,
Noah
yeah.
is from, when they say nigga, it means give me. To be like, nigga, please. Like, so if a kid be like, see a kid like you have another toy, be like, nigga, please. Like it means like give me.
Yeah, so we get shut down.
As many bombs as you have dropped on this radio
Right,
station,
right.
bro. But no, like it's really about context, and I think being modern is causing us to taint the trueness of the gospel. I
Yeah.
understand that you want to be relatable, but in any of my messages, I've been relatable, but I've never had to cuss to be relatable. And I've been grimy and kind of like down with it, like, yo, I used to do this, but it doesn't require me cussing. And I think we just getting too comfortable
Yes.
Yeah.
with just being our raggedy selves. preaching the-
I silent fake cuss. I start cuss, don't finish
Mother,
it.
you.
I was preaching and it was talking about going to see the cloud as high as a man's hands or whatever, and going back to look, repeat it.
Right.
But I was just like what the like God, I'm really trying to get this together, but I'm really getting frustrated because I don't see nothing, but I keep going back to look at. But I talked about the humanity side of just being human.
Yeah, facts.
And I think
And
that
Christian, yeah,
also
in the
that's,
walk.
I shouldn't have to cuss to relate.
Facts.
That's Peter. That's Peter intentionally doing stuff to prove that I'm not attached to the person that's being crucified right now.
No
I'm
facts.
trying to flex. Shut up.
Yeah.
I don't know him.
Yeah, right. And doing things that make it seem like you're not connected. But I think that somebody said if you cuss, you lack
Other
like,
vocabulary.
other vocabulary words to explain that. But proceed.
But what if you change the like instead of saying the cuss word? What if you say instead of saying the F word, you say fire truck, or like you
What
change
the
it-
fire truck?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Shut the front door.
Yes.
You know.
What the fudge?
Okay, so if the preacher or pastor was up there and they was saying, do you think it would still be as bad, or do you feel like that wouldn't be as bad if they was replacing the words? It was similar, but
I
they're
think
not
even if they
similar.
replace it, eventually they're gonna slip.
I feel like if it did get out and like somebody catch it and send it out to the world, I feel like it wouldn't hit as hard as if they were cursing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, they'd probably take it lighter than actually cursing.
Because
You know what I'm saying?
it takes discipline. It takes work not to cuss. Because I'm gonna be very honest. I'm open today. I'm the one to cuss people out.
Amen.
Bruh.
Like full fledged,
Man.
not even giving you the in between, just flowing into you
Dirty mother.
you.
I want to beat your
Low
mother.
down,
and see-
dirty mother.
Like,
Beep,
I'm
beep,
stitching.
beep,
So I'm stitching. So I can't say his name because of HIPAA. But this man came in my job in the middle of the night, and it happens. It's okay. Intoxicated already, so off grip, the relationship is already
Tainted,
And I
yeah,
gotta and I gotta search them, like police search them. So pockets is full before I get into the club. Check.
Yeah.
So I do that, and he's just going in. Oh, you mother, you just. I said, I won't call his name out, but I can't. Tommy.
Yeah.
So because of that venture, now that he's not intoxicated, we still got that first time he remembered that moment.
Yeah.
We don't. And this morning, today, ask the man, is that a new cup? Simple question.
Yeah.
Is that a new cup? He's like, you little king. No, And I was, and I must be very to tell you, I told him be quiet, just be quiet and stuff. Simple question, but
No,
on the
valid.
inside of me, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. I wanted to lay into him
Yeah.
and call out, all, and then being the prophet. Let's not get into that. All your issues, all your challenges, and clean cuss you out. But because I said, God, I'm just going to eat my cereal and get back on this laptop.
I mean,
Yeah.
I on Family, I had to come out of character one time. Like, and it was just like I felt bad about it, but I didn't feel bad about it. Like, because like the other side of my family don't understand nothing but cussing you out. And like the one time they was just coming for my pastor at the time, they was coming for Bishop Brown, and I was like, "Well, we're not gonna do this." And proceeded all the cuss words, like all the cuss words they didn't even know
They was sitting there
was
like-
sitting in my soul, and they was just like, "All right, fam, we sorry, like we didn't mean it," and like instantly got off the phone, like, "God, I'm sorry," but sometimes people don't understand nothing but cuss words, but like that, yeah,
Listen,
like.
I get it. I get it. So,
Very
a lot
But
of
church
lessons
people do
learned.
make you want to
Oh,
cuss.
Church mess back.
Church mess. I'm sorry.
Oh, you got some more?
Yeah,
Ooh.
got one last one. Kanye West has been missing. He was found in church.
Yeah, he popped up in church.
And he
He
got a
was
little
in
thing.
church. He got a little
Yeah,
thing.
he was almost. He is a mystery woman. Mystery woman was in the car with him recently. So
Oh, let's go.
found him a first lady.
What kind of church is this that he was found in?
Kanye,
Probably a black church.
He could probably
Ye.
Pentecostal.
Church of
Because
Yay.
you know that it could be the church that he's trying to get the school into.
Okay.
Remember that pastor?
Yes.
There's the story with the pastor that was trying to get Yay School to Yays. That's not what
The
it's called.
school.
Donda Academy.
Donda Academy
Academy.
might be real. Donda means Dorinda.
Donda his
Fuck.
mom.
Donda, his mom. Yeah.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, his mom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm
Which
sorry.
is
if you-
crazy,
sorry,
'cause-
I was
That's the
trying to-
name of his album.
Yeah, I knew that, but I
Named-
didn't know.
Yeah, that was in.
That was his mom.
Yeah. Facts. Oh
Yeah.
man.
No, because I didn't hear the album.
Even
Did you
though-
say Dorinda?
Once again-
Like,
Oh, you didn't listen to
Yeah,
it.
like
Oh,
if it didn't
okay.
make the radio, it wasn't her. You remember, limited veins.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
got you.
So
I
if
got
it
you.
wasn't, I
My
give
brother.
you money. dig it.
He
I
lost
ain't
me
saying
after
shit.
Heartbreaks in 808s.
I don't know. I'm a huge Kanye fan.
I won't say that, but he be spitting certain
Valid,
truths.
right? No,
Um,
I'm not because lyrically, so the things I do come
fire.
across on YouTube. That
I love
Yeah.
his beats. His beats are fire.
valid.
But if you get a minute,
Yeah,
go listen. It's fire, and you'll be like, oh, okay, I see it, I get it, cool.
yeah.
You know,
We'll see. You know how my life goes.
I just
Yeah.
can't get with him
I just let
playing with the
YouTube
Lord. That's
teach
the only
me.
thing. It's like one minute you saying you doing this church, and then the next minute you are making your own Bible. That's the only thing that I really just can't get with Kanye. Is like pick a side and
Yeah.
stay on that side. If you're gonna be for the Lord, be for the Lord. If you're not, then
Pick a struggle, bro.
no facts,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Can't be lukewarm.
I just realized that before the radio station, I turned on the water faucet to fill up a cup, and it is now an hour and 7 minutes later, and it is still running.
When
was
she
mine. I
she,
turned it off.
she came
Did
in.
you?
I came in and I heard I said some
Whose
water. is
cup?
running.
Very good, because
And
I was
said,
yeah,
"Whose
I
cup
was
is
with my
this?"
couple because it's going down. We get back. We got hot topics right here on Friday 716. Your boy Big Frank. You locked in at Big Frank in the morning. 2 commercials, a song. We'll be right back. Let's go. Let's get it.
Oh.
What's up, everybody? It's here in Jeff B. Coast Club. I am so excited to announce that you can now catch me right here on Fire 716 Radio each and every Monday for Inject Mondays at 7 p.m. So go ahead and download the app and rock out with your girl. Again, that's each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Tune in and have a good time with us.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Jay Cherie from Big Frank in the Morning on Fire 716. Listen, we calling our artists. If you a singer, if you a rapper, if you got a group, we want you to email your music to the radio station at fire716radio@gmail.com. Not only will we play on the radio, but we'll do an exclusive interview with you. So once again, email your music to
Fire
fire716radio@gmail.com.
716 Radio. From old school to new school, from live to the church, from praise and worship to a twerk session. It's Fire 716 Radio, playing the best in urban and inspirational music.
Good morning, cousin. How you feeling?
I need to
right into the microphone. I'm trying to go to the side.
no. I need to. We need to eventually invest in some very comfortable chairs. Yeah.
Well, you help me sell some commercials. We can get some stuff. Like 20. That's gonna be a big competition for Friday.
You tried to play that?
Huh?
You tried to play it on the
What?
live?
Oh, you know.
Or I'll just go on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, or we can get some sales, so we're not going out of our pockets.
Facts.
I told you that is not my strong suit.
A referral. All it takes is a
All you gotta
conversation.
do is have a conversation.
Listen, you should advertise on the station. Go here, hit the number. That's it. You ain't got to do much. You know, listen.
The flyer say it all.
In fact, just refer. That's all you got to do is refer. You ain't got to be persuading the people and be like, listen, we got coming up. The way you advertise, just refer. That's just what we need. Capital in this room. If not, it was good seeing y'all.
Pick up these hot topics.
Hot topics, yes. So those are light highlights. She has a few on hers already. Yeah,
I could do this one
okay.
because I actually was reading about this and then searched up the photographer.
Good stuff. Sweet.
What is this? Real Housewives
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
RHUGT?
It's the you that told me off. Real
Yeah.
Housewives of Undercover Georgia Tech.
Yeah, you have to Google that.
RH.
Somebody got Dre over there. I could do Dre.
Yeah.
So how about I just do 3, then y'all do.
Yeah, I do.
So we can go around. Lord Jesus.
Yo, this is so stupid. The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip.
I'm gonna do one more song.
Yo, I hate reality TV. I hate it so bad.
Wait, what is it? Okay.
Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip.
Oh,
Stupid.
yeah. I agree with you on that
Like what?
I like HGTV.
HGTV is perfect for me
HGTV.
because
And then like the cooking
it show-
shows.
yeah.
Girl.
Is It Cake? Hey, did you watch Is It Cake?
Yo,
Is It Cake is fire. Sorry that you have free
No,
advertisement.
fact.
But like,
Listen,
yo, and they already started season 2.
I like
yeah.
Nailed It. I love Nailed
I
It.
didn't
The
see
nail
that
show?
yet.
Nailed It is like
Or the
cooking
make-
competition
Oh,
with a lot
okay.
of people that cook and like bake stuff. They're bad bakers, so they gotta replicate like
Yes.
a professional baker.
Facts.
That's worth watching. And then I just got my mom and my grandma to watch the whole season in like one day of Pressure Cooker on Netflix.
I
It's on
looked
my
at it.
list.
I didn't see. I didn't watch it
It's
yet.
on my list to watch.
It's so good.
Word.
It is so good. Like you would think a cooking show could be that entertaining.
And then the
like,
joint
that
with the
way.
chocolate.
Oh no, fact. No chalk.
The chocolate shit. The
Facts
chocolate
with
joint.
the white dude.
yes.
Yes, that's.
I was
he-
like,
yeah.
Like that's insane.
how we
No,
out
facts.
here just making this stuff out of
How you-
chocolate?
everything chocolate.
Yo,
Like-
the chandelier was the boss's thing for me. The hanging chandelier. I was like,
It's spinning chandelier.
Yeah,
It's
that's
fun.
insane.
no facts. That I'm like,
but when they
what?
made the firehouse with the spinning with the propellers,
Yes,
I was like, yo,
like how,
I don't have that kind of creativity. With it.
see, that's the thing. It's not you have the creativity. You have the creativity. That's why we need a full angle. But it's not about having. You got the creativity because all you got to do is envision it. You just got to have the wantingness to execute it.
You need to know how to cook.
Not really.
No,
You
because
need to know how to follow direction.
I do agree that if you could follow directions,
Some things are simple.
you know,
I won't say simple,
I was
but
about to say,
easier
make
than
it-
what they you make them out to be.
Follow direction
making a
and know how to
chandelier don't
measure.
look simple. Don't have
Facts.
simple.
Because
He said it's simple. I said making a chandelier ain't simple.
Always off a little bit.
But see, they got the measuring cups. Measuring
Not
cups,
the big one, not the big one
the
with
very small.
the little-
that's what I be saying to my mom.
The key ring. The key ring. Facts.
My mom, she graduated from culinary school and she loves cooking, but she hates baking. Like,
Got you.
absolutely hates
Oh, yeah,
it.
those
I'm
are-
like,
The two
How?
They
different
go
worlds.
they
Bacon
two
is
different
easy.
worlds, but they coincide.
No, because baking requires a different kind of situation. It's like sweets, and it's a different kind of. It's just different.
You handle
That's-
the food
And
differently.
that's why there's a bakery, and there's there's.
No, that's
See,
valid.
I'm a baker
Oh,
rather than a
yes,
cooker.
I'd rather bake.
I'd rather bake than cook.
I can do both. But
I
I
can bake chicken.
prefer to cook.
But baking, like,
I would prefer to cook because I get flour everywhere. Same when I cook, seasons everywhere. Don't give me a cutting board
I cook and
for
clean.
nothing.
I prefer to eat. Order.
like if I had the time, baking would be my therapy.
Got you.
Like because I like baking. Cooking discourages me because I can follow the recipe and it still not come out right. At least I know with bake like the stuff I
you
bake.
ain't do something right. if it
No,
come out
I
right.
have legit followed the recipe. Bit by bit.
It's that pinch of salt. Everybody pinch be different. Tink.
And it's not smacking. But I've baked something. I'm like, yo,
But
just
then
smack
too,
it.
but then
Yeah.
too,
So say this:
it's the
it tastes better when
expectation.
somebody else cook it.
Always.
But also,
It's-
it's
it's just-
expectation. Because you can see something, but this should taste like that, and you make it. Oh, this don't taste like.
I don't like cook, so I'll go on YouTube
15 seconds.
and I'll follow direction. You feel me? But I'll put my own spin to it.
I'm
I'm
a culture
ingredients. Oh, facts.
Jamaica and Greek. Like what?
I want African.
Fire 716. Your boy, Big Frank, back to the Big Frank in the morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. It's currently 9 minutes and 16 seconds. That's not real.
9:16.
9:16 this morning. Get yourself together because I'm not apparently. I left my wife at home. Isn't that crazy? What's going down this morning? You're ready to get into hot topics. But we was just talking before we get into that. We was just talking about do you prefer to cook or do you prefer to bake? Baking products, do you prefer cooking?
Baking.
I'm a cooker.
I'm a baker.
I like to saute. I like to
Yeah,
season it. I like the little flames.
I like the compliments after dinner was good.
It was
You
good.
did that.
I watch my wife cheer. She's gonna be that person. Absolutely. Once I deliver this plate,
Yeah.
just like that. But I'm just verifying because if it's not
Facts.
busting, don't ask me no more. But no, and then I cook off of inspiration.
Mm.
So I'll Google the basics, like how long should this be in there? Then after that, spirit
Freestyle.
speaks to me. Okay? Salt, pepper, oregano, paprika,
Ancestors
ratatouille,
guide me. No
hand
facts.
sanitizer, brandy, what is happening?
Hand sanitizer.
No, because they be like, oh, the ancestors talk to you when you cook. My ancestors don't talk to me. Now, like this year was the first time I cooked Thanksgiving dinner and the food was smacking.
Yeah.
Like this was the first year where I was like comfortable letting other people try my food because I knew it was smacking. And then to make sure it was smacking, I let Kevin try it. And he was like, yo, that food was good. And I was like, okay, because Kevin would be like, sis,
this ain't it.
I'll let you know.
Like,
But see, I don't think food is disgusting unless it's disgusting.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yes.
So I have you like the base pay, I got base taste. You feel me? If everybody that I've experienced cooking and eating, I've had their food,
Mhm.
if they food tastes similar, you good.
Yeah.
You but if I taste your yams and it tastes like nutmeg, like there's no sweetness, there's no
Yeah.
like buttery, you feel me? Like
yeah.
just I'm gonna have to
Top
let
the
you
one
know,
lock.
like
no,
Yeah.
it's
can't do
pressure.
certain
It's
things.
pressure during the holidays because that yam mac and cheese hit.
it gotta
Oh,
match.
valid,
It
If-
gotta hit.
If the
it don't-
ratios are off,
if it don't smack,
Yes.
that goal don't happen. You gonna get talked about.
facts.
And how you know if you come to your event and everybody's napkins on their plate and they throw it out upside down,
My
just
bad.
just exempt.
If the plate is upside down,
Down.
there's
Period.
food on the plate. There's food left. If the plate is just thrown in
Thrown
there,
you good.
you know you good.
But when you gotta hit that little, that didn't make it.
When your food is the
Ah.
only thing left over at the family function.
Ooh, facts. We had some green stuffing show up to Thanksgiving one year. It sat
Absolutely, it's because it's too much age.
to the end and got discarded as soon as they left. Ma'am, don't
We
do
don't
that.
do that.
Yeah,
Don't do
yeah,
that.
Pea green stuffing.
yeah.
No facts. Like
Yeah, your sage ratio too much. Too much. But you know what I said with cooking is there's some tricks
oh yeah.
that I've learned. Food would never be nasty. The baseline is gonna be proper every time.
Every time. Lately, I've been like I won't say lacking, but I cut back on my seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm salt, pepper, garlic powder. I might do a Sazon depending on what I'm making,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like basil,
Mhm.
you know, the Italian,
That's
the Italian seasoning. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the baseline
leaf,
seasonings,
peppercorn.
bay leaf. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah, yeah.
not too extravagant on the over flavoring. Like I haven't,
I don't.
but
cook
it
with
costs.
salt. Like
You
it's
have
very,
to.
It's very rare. But the that chicken that you tried,
No salt.
no salt.
Say less. Say less. But I feel like
as a chef,
salt brings
because-
out natural flavor.
as you gotta be salty,
No,
but
just
there's a level a pinch
a paint.
that is it
Literally.
brings out the natural flavor of that thing.
Facts.
Um,
And you can taste it.
period.
100%.
You ain't gotta be OD salty. You ain't gotta be crazy. Nothing wild. Cause I do a little bit of Fire 716 Radio. Frank speaking. Good morning. Yep. She's not here.
Yo.
No, I'm
Oh,
a
yeah.
baker. I will bake.
Yes.
I will just house smells like a gingerbread factory. Just like I love to bake. I love to see what a cake looks like when it comes out the oven. I like to see what
Fresh cake is good.
like I can make it because I mixed the recipes with snappy turtle cookies, so I'll put like Ghirardelli chocolate and caramel in it, and I'll just sit there. And the thing is, I'll bake it and then give it away. Like I won't eat it; it won't stay in my house.
You're a
'Cause I-
simp.
Huh?
You're
Why
a
we
simp.
not baking it and wrapping it and putting this
You're a
on
simp.
the sale poster?
Facts!
Because that like the stuff that I bake takes time, and I really ain't got time. Besides the banana puddings, which has been on break for a little while. Besides that, it's just really been school here, ministry, work. Like who got time to come home and cook?
I mean, I like baking. As far as cooking, I'll hook a breakfast up.
Oh, for
know
sure.
that I don't like to cook. Cooking
So-
is stressful to me. Like I get stressed. Like, and then it don't help. Like my mom and my grandma's there too. It's just too much. I rather y'all can cook. I will prepare the table. You want me to get the drinks?
A
get the
taste
drinks.
test.
When
You want me to try it? I'll try it, but I prefer not
I
to
cook more at work. They had commercial kitchen. Ooh,
Mm,
the chef,
crushing.
The chef. French toast making, and I am a leftover redoer upper.
oh, fact.
Like I take some leftover
It's a
something
show for you.
and
Yeah.
and do a thing. Okay, they had this chicken in there with some onions and peppers. I said, "Oh, this about to be a chicken Philly steak sub." I got the little, got the cheese. I got the Italian seasoning. I got the mustard because if y'all don't know, it's buffalo.
Right.
You should know.
Yeah.
The
You better
mustard is-
know.
just
Don't give it
mustard-
away. You can't.
I said like this. I
Because
said
they gotta know. They
the
should know.
human is the key. Because
Facts.
come to find out,
Coming.
human coming is mustard, and I didn't know that
For
for a
real?
long time. I just haven't
Dang. So wait. So is it a mixture of the mustard seed and cumin?
It's I don't know, but it's in
Okay.
there.
Okay.
And I
Got you.
surprised, but when I make I learned this when I seen somebody making the buffalo subs are different than raw fall subs. They're just two different.
100%.
And it's just the ingredient
Mhm.
that everybody try to figure out. The little sauce. Y'all do it, yeah.
Yeah.
But I cook at work and I be in there cooking,
Facts.
and they be mad at me because I cook just for myself. So there's a residence in there. It's about 26 residents at the max that time.
Gotcha.
So when I come in at 11, they've already had dinner. They already
Oh
ate.
yeah, y'all good.
I go in there and get the Romans kicking. The flame be hitting. The W sauce. What you did?
Going to
Y'all
sleep.
Going to bed.
Going to bed.
Go to
Yo,
bed.
Facts.
No, I cook enough that if I get married, he won't die. Like you'll get a home cooked meal, but it may not be
But
the
you know,
top shelf meal
absolutely.
every night.
But over time, the season should evolve and grow.
Yeah.
If you
As
like
long as
base
there is
cook
advancement.
for 30 years. Then again,
You
Nope.
gotta know your personal strengths.
then you need to put the muscle in the gym. You need to, we need to work here, okay, babe? Let's send him to the kitchen. I'm gonna send you to grandma's house real quick. Pick up,
Salad.
but if he okay, because Bishop was okay with.
Oh yeah, eating out.
But then again, she did saute too. She did
Little
for a
bit.
few-
Okay. Never
See,
knew that.
I feel like future husband. 'Cause like I said, I don't cook. I don't think that's not gonna change. Like I don't think that's gonna change.
I think
ever.
I
I feel like I
think-
would prefer to. I want to be married to a chef. Like I want
Oh,
him to
God.
be the cook. He could be the cook. I'll do the other
Oh.
things. We can switch these roles around a little bit. Don't get me
you-
wrong. When I do cook, I can cook, but I just don't. I don't enjoy it.
All I'm
Like I
saying
said,
is,
it's
if it-
stressful.
Depending upon how hard of a worker he is, what he got going on in this position.
Yeah.
Even if you don't cook, have a meal prepared.
You could order
I don't care. You
order it in and plate it
About
up.
to take
Be-
that Popeye.
Listen.
because if I go to work and I done exhausted myself today,
And you
and
think I'm
if
about
you,
to?
and you have the luxury to be home today and chill out today, your day off or whatever, I don't want to have to come home and be chef too. I don't want to have to work and be chef. At this point, I would love to come home to a meal and relax and say, I don't care if you did oodles and noodles with a side of bread.
Nah, doc.
Babe, what you, don't.
Nah, if you
Nah, I'm talking
ramen
elevate.
me,
Listen, I'm telling you.
You could hook up a ramen noodle.
You can make a ramen.
look like a
chicken,
Japanese.
shrimp.
Okay,
Listen.
now
like a
Sausage,
I'm-
broccoli,
right. Listen, okay, now we can talk.
boiled
Give me a
eggs.
bowl of ramen with some
seasoning.
chicken in there, with an egg on the side, with some.
You can hook up a
Listen,
ramen.
facts.
But no, like
Don't
I,
hit me
I
no a
believe,
bowl of oodles and noodles though.
I believe in meal prepping, but also like I said, you won't die. Like I
Facts.
will cook, but we will be switching off on the cooking because both of us probably gonna have full time crazy jobs.
And gotta talk because if you can't cook and y'all not got a plan and
What if he was a stay-at-home partner?
oh that's fine.
You know,
That's
what I'm
fine.
saying? Like if she was the breadwinner and he was the
Going to cook.
He's not,
clean
he don't
and
cook either. You
See,
know what I mean?
that
So
sounds
he,
like a,
and what he's now, he's like, no, I don't watch. I don't watch. Well, I done did the kids. We
Right, I
What
done
you
done
doing?
everything.
On your way home, grab something.
All day.
My thing is have a meal plan
Facts.
of some kind because I'm babe, not you. Having to ask you what you want to eat every day
Is
and
exhausting.
then not to know and have to pour from the sky is exhausting.
To not know, to know what you don't want. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I want. Chinese? Nah. Bob Evans? Nah.
And-
McDonald's?
And
Nah.
that's when I'm about to go make me a plate. I'm about to go get me this. What you want? Oh,
Facts.
you don't know? I'm coming back with
I'll-
nothing.
Don't be mad when you don't eat.
You coming back with nothing.
I'm sorry. You didn't know what you wanted. You might find something in the kitchen you can whip up though.
All right, let's
Give 'em
get to
a
these.
list.
Huh?
I give them a list. This is all the foods that I enjoy.
Facts.
You can make anything on this list here. If this list changes, I will be the first to update you. Know.
So let's get into these hot topics real quick, and then our local news and get up out here. We got things to do. Places to be.
So
people to
hot
see.
hot topic. Eddie Murphy during his Golden Globe acceptance speech. So he got the
Yeah.
Cecil B.
No, go ahead.
Oh, he got the Cecil B. DeMille Award at the Golden Globes. He said his three pieces of advice for up and coming industry people is pay your taxes, mind your business, and keep Will Smith's wife out your effing mouth.
Yo.
What
Yo.
award did he get?
He got the Cecil B. DeMille Award.
What is that?
It is like an achievement award.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but that's his 3 words of advice. You know, Eddie, we was getting better. We was getting past this place with Will Smith. Granted, it was funny. The audience laughed. Probably Jada didn't if she was there, but you know, it's still a sensitive subject. We're still trying to do better. But along,
Sensitive to who?
No, we know who she
It's
is.
over.
We know yeah.
It's definitely not sensitive.
We're doing dad jokes now on TikTok. Just random.
Making TikToks.
He's like, oh, what do you call? What do you say? Something dumb like, what do you call? He was like in the snow on a mountain. What do you call? I forgot what it said. It was like Fresh Prince. It was something dumb.
gotcha.
Dad jokes.
Quinta Brunson won her first Golden Globe for Abbott Elementary, so shout out to
Yes.
her. But Angela Bassett, she also won a Golden Globe, but she also made history being the first Golden Globe winner for the Marvel movie. So
Okay.
shout out to Angela
Okay.
Yeah,
Bassett.
shout
I mean,
out to her, but-
she deserves.
Yeah.
Y'all shut up.
What?
Like, not that
She hasn't gotten one. In how long?
She hasn't, and she should have been highlighted.
She should have got an
So long
Oscar,
ago.
Golden Globe.
For Tina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tina Turner.
No,
for
fact.
the work that she has done.
For sure.
She should have been highlighted way before. And I granted for the Marvel situation, and kudos to you. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Queen. But y'all $10 short, a day late.
No facts. A day
and
later.
Y'all
Yeah.
should. She's done very well in the industry as an example. Tina Turner, just culturally for us, but it's
Yeah.
like, all right,
Every black woman,
you
every
know,
black
no,
mother
no, for
in every
black-
film.
Wait, exhale. No, the example that she
No,
was, the
facts.
strength that
Yeah.
she was, Stella Groovebacks and stuff. She
Even in 911.
yeah, no,
Fire.
like this role that she plays is really phenomenal. and
Absolutely.
whatever. And then Marvel.
It's kind of
Right.
like
No value.
it's kind of like Cheryl Lee Ralph. You know what I'm saying? Cheryl Lee Ralph has an amazing body of work, but she won her first Golden Globe last year for. I mean, yeah, was it last year? Last year for Abbott Elementary, Quinta Brunson's TV show. That was the first time she was ever awarded in all
Wait,
of her.
who was it?
Cheryl Lee Ralph,
Which is
which most notably
the black
known as
lady.
Moesha's
Bo-
mama.
got you. Yes. The
But
black
she has
one.
a huge body of work, and this is the first award she has ever gotten in her career. So,
Got you.
unfortunately, you know, they're getting their accolades late,
but
but luckily they're getting them while they're alive.
Right.
I just feel like
That's true.
they should get the accolades for the work they've done.
Absolutely.
Not they newer works, because granted, you know what I'm saying, they're good works, but their greater works were earlier.
I personally feel that if Angela Bassett does not get an Oscar nomination nod, or at least like some kind of acknowledgement for Wakanda Forever, that the industry is just trash. Because
Industry been trash.
Yeah, it's
Um,
already
because
for
the
sure.
yeah.
Let me put you down on movie industry. So you got Warner Brothers, Paramount, and all of these things. Those were just movie theaters at one point in time. Once the industry changed, they start talking about how Thomas Edison was into movies and creating cameras and all this other stuff, but he had mob working for him. So if you didn't buy his movies, or if you was doing something that he didn't like, he sent him over there to break your camera because it was terrible. It was hard to get another camera back then. So it's just like they doing that then and things like this now. Like, yeah.
Last hot topic I have is El DeBarge was arrested for weapons and drug possession. So
Terrible.
El DeBarge, you too old.
No,
the
valid.
Rhythm of the Night singer, if y'all don't
You
know
know,
who El
but-
DeBarge is.
Drugs happen as my job reveals. Old folks. Okay. Oh,
Facts.
it's men
What kind of drugs?
like herbal.
It said
Amphetamine.
narcotics. So it's a narcotic. So it could be a narco. Anything.
So okay, it could be a pill.
yeah.
What if it's medication?
Yeah, like
I highly doubt you get arrested for a prescription medication.
You could because that
When
outside of
you-
a bottle, you're in trouble.
But it was also that they found an illegal baton in his car, which was like the police joint.
I know, but Big Glad is not a gun. Like y'all just
Right.
And he also was driving around home without a valid driver's license.
We've been through too much, guys.
he been chauffeured around his whole life.
I mean, y'all could. I'm just reporting the news.
That's stupid.
Just reporting the news.
stupid.
So that's my hot topics.
So Larsa Pippen, who used to hang out, I don't know if she still hangs out with the Kardashians.
Oh yeah.
I guess her and Marcus Jordan, he's used to be basketball player, but not for the NBA, for UCF or something like that.
Okay.
I guess they were in Miami sharing some kisses. So, interesting.
Okay.
She was on I think she did an interview and she was talking about her experience like being friends with Kim Kardashian and the whole family, and just she's like, I kept their secrets and I'm just not gonna say much. But the interview they was going in on her, like trying to get her to talk about
Spill the
things.
beans.
Yeah. And
Nah.
then so Keke Palmer did a maternity shoot
Oh.
with Darius Dalton, who also did photo shoot for Nicki Minaj when she was pregnant. Actually, I don't know, that's not the name. That's not the right person, because when I searched it up, it was David on Instagram, David Le Chappelle.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and he does kind of like artistic style photography, similar to Michelangelo
Got you.
paintings.
Okay.
Very interesting. Probably technically difficult as far as photography goes, but I mean, interesting. Worth taking
valid.
a look. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. It is confirmed that Phaedra Parks and Eva Marcel is set to star on another season of the dumbest TV show to hit Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Sounds so stupid.
That makes sense. Cause not random.
Go ahead.
I don't watch these shows, but these TikTok, these elements of it,
Okay.
and I kept real like, where y'all traveling to? Why is y'all always traveling? It's the trip to the houses, to Airbnbs.
Yes.
That you get kicked out of by the girl. I just didn't know. It's
Valid.
revelation.
Facts.
Got it.
Mariah Carey allegedly plans to file for primary custody of twins shared with
Girl,
Nick
get them
Cannon.
kids. He got enough.
Listen, he out here spreading them.
Got enough.
At this point, I saw
He got a
this
village.
meme, and it was like a bunch of strollers at Disney World, and it was like Nick Cannon came to Disney World. Like
Yo,
he got 75 kids. You can have it.
listen, it takes a village. He's creating a village.
Drake's album cover was inspired by him. Prior to that was
Really?
no, I'm just playing.
Oh.
I'm just joking. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
though.
but I was-
Yeah.
But I mean, he said he gonna have it. He's gonna have as many as he can afford, and since he owns Nickelodeon,
He got bread. Speaking of Nickelodeon, do y'all know what Nickelodeon is?
What do you mean?
You said it before. Something like
Nickelodeon is like the first films, like the first movie picks. So it took a nickel to go watch it. They call it Nickelodeon.
we had a different
Wow.
conspiracy. We recently
the
did
things you know.
a conversation.
Right.
And he said Nickelodeon meant something else in like Greek. Who was I talking? Was it y'all?
I don't think it was.
Well, I know this girl was doing like on TikTok where she was taking words or like names of different companies and she was putting it into the Google Translator.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
going
yeah,
through-
yeah.
yeah. And then each like the Balenciaga thing means
Wow.
bow, worship, or something like that. But in all these different languages, it was meaning the same thing. And a lot of companies, it's a good. It's
That
a
makes sense.
conspiracy theory to search
I gotta
up,
go
for
see
sure.
that.
But I feel like
Yeah.
Nickelodeon was in there.
For
And
real?
it was not talking about paying for no nickel.
That's crazy.
That might
But
be
not-
the origin, but you
But
know,
that's where, yeah.
but you know, we can create a scenario.
Oh, valid.
We can create some stuff. Okay.
But I mean,
Okay.
the whole that Balenciaga thing does not surprise me.
Yeah,
like
that- yeah,
even
that's
with
just-
Disney, if you look at the flag that's on top of the thing for Disney, it's like two dragons. Like, yeah, the flag that's usually
I
on
think
top of
so,
the joint.
on
like
top
when
of the
you see
castle.
like a Disney movie come
But
up
then,
and there's a flag, like it looks.
and
really,
then my question is though, because Disney was stolen apparently, but from what I heard from a black, I mean,
Really?
like this, the industry out here, we've put a white face on the display of a lot of things.
Absolutely.
BET.
Facts.
listen.
You mean you said put a white face, or do you mean put a black face?
No, they put a white face on things that was stolen. They've taken
Oh,
from
facts.
from
And put,
us
yes.
and put a white face on it. And then what they do is they'll put a black face on it to resell it because now that they have now that they
Valid. Yep.
have it. And this is what they've been doing for years. Doing what we do it.
No, valid.
Jitney
Yeah.
process, what we call Uber now and cabs.
Facts.
That made this illegal. And to do it outside of having a license, now we gotta have a license to get it. Now you sell it back to us to do it, but who's doing it already? That's
Facts.
crazy. But that's just the beginning. So one last hot topic I have real quick is Dr. Dre is having a beef with a politician. You know how Dr. Dre has that I'm a thug gangster beat. It's is it Steel? There's a song where normally when you see the video, people have on the thug glasses that come on.
Mhm.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
that one?
exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
La,
So
da,
what
da,
happened
da.
was this, one of the politicians used that beat, that rhythm. She didn't
For their
go as it-
campaign?
For her campaign, one of her campaign slogans. He's not.
Oh, run him his money.
What?
No, oh yeah, absolutely. You do not have the
Very
right-
much so.
Run him his
You
funds.
don't have the right to do that. No, and Dre is going to keep coming forward.
Dang.
Yeah, that's all
Because
we-
even Gabriel Iglesias, well, better known as Fluffy, the comedian, he used the
Yeah.
California Love. He paid them to use it just to them 30 seconds he played to come onto the stage for his comedy show. He
Word.
paid them.
Oh,
Like,
Should.
As he
you,
should,
you get
though.
sued for more.
The way that this works is you get paid by the amount of people that you attract. So that's why people who like regular like us maybe for now don't get tagged.
Got
Or we
you.
get tagged, but we
Facts.
don't get to pay no crazy fine.
Once we go
But
viral,
once you go viral and you got pulling like that, because ASCAP, which is license that we have, you pay more the more people you attract.
got
So
you.
the more clicks we get, the more people that come across, the more I have to pay in the license every year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that and
So the bigger you get, the more
yeah,
you pay
and that's how that money is distributed to
the artist.
the artists.
Got you.
So
Wow.
it's crazy. Yeah.
That's
Damn, I feel
interesting.
like I learned
Yeah.
so much
Oh yeah.
this
Let's do the
morning.
last one. Talk about the,
Black pro Trump entertainer.
Yes.
Okay. Diamond and Silk is
that
dead.
sound like a album.
No facts. Is dead at 51. Really bad news for Republican former president says.
Besides his decision
Yeah,
making.
despite
Well, you
their
know what, you know,
their political
Nope,
beliefs.
nope, I vote
You did? Word. And so
look.
we here.
We here.
Trump wasn't terrible. He just said things that ruffled a lot of feathers.
Absolutely.
I'll say that. I didn't agree with his wall building method. I didn't agree with his racial outlooks and things like that.
But as a business,
But as a businessman
absolutely, be my
who wants to be a millionaire,
president.
yes.
And who wants to learn how to work that?
Facts.
I ain't
When
gonna go. For that reason alone.
Nuggets.
Out of pocket. People out of pocket.
Valid.
I feel like y'all gonna kill me for this one,
Go ahead.
but to be honest, I didn't vote. I feel like if I don't agree with this person, I don't agree with this person, I'm not gonna vote for the lesser evil. I'm just not
Got
gonna
you.
vote. And I feel like also too, me being the conspiracy person that I am,
Vote this
I don't believe that it truly matters anyways, because I
Facts.
feel like they're already
It's
picked.
rigged.
And yeah, there's a whole system they have. They know who's gonna be
Yeah.
there. It's already done.
No,
They
valid.
just want you to vote.
To make you
you
feel
know,
a part.
But I understand why people do put an emphasis on voting, especially as a black person, because
Yeah.
of rights and
Yeah,
fighting,
yeah.
and I appreciate them.
No
But
valid.
also, that does give me the right to not vote. I have the option, and I feel like that's more of where I
Valid.
appreciate it.
Oh,
I,
I gotta fight you
um,
tonight.
I voted green. I didn't vote for either of the two main running candidates. It just
Frank, not you a Trump supporter. As a businessman, I need my taxes to look a little different.
facts. And he was the only president giving money out. I mean,
I don't like that.
that's
Listen, let's go to our
valid.
local news real quick. We gotta get out of here. We got places to play, things to do.
Yeah,
We wanna
yeah.
see cars to visit.
What?
Go ahead.
As Bills player Damar Hamlin recovers in Buffalo, News 4 met with a Buffalo community leader who had CPR, who also had CPR. She was revived by a New York State senator and carried by the power of prayer. Her quote was, "It was like someone was caressing my soul and encouraging me. Just don't give up." It was
That
an
is so
amazing,
funny to me.
amazing.
Like, I don't know why.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. And then her name was Marnetta Malcolm. Malcolm spent 3 days in May 2022 at Buffalo General after suffering a cardiac arrest. And she said, "I remember driving up to the party, and the next thing I know, it was Tuesday. They said that I had cardiac arrest." Malcolm told News 4. They said that Senator Tim Kennedy, Tara Messenberg, and Mo Sambundu did CPR. You know, real quick, I hate when they say they can't pronounce like my name or like other black people name, but like
Names like that.
Yeah, Tara. Like, come on. All right. Anyway, know somebody did CPR and saved her life.
A quick story about
Okay.
my dad, for those who don't know. Like a lot of the funk fest you have at Lacell Park, she's a part of that. She's a part of a lot of the funk and a lot of
Okay,
the
got
events
you.
that are happening here.
Like the Pine Grill
Yeah,
and
the
stuff.
Pine Grill stuff. She has dual residency here. I think also in maybe Carolinas or Atlanta.
Okay.
She works.
Okay.
She's really she's a very she's about Buffalo and this movement, but she out there.
Got you. No, that's what's up.
Met her at Waffle when I worked there.
Word.
A while back.
The McDonald's on Delavan and Grider, a woman and her and kids broke up the windows, and the employees had to lock all the doors down based on a confrontation that happened at the McDonald's. Black people,
Do better.
we gotta just do better.
And why Devin and Grider, they already struggle. with
Like
preparing for
this, that's after the looting, we needed a break.
No valid.
And the fact that we made the news again for doing something stupid, like
So they
breaking
bust
the
the windows down, or they just like broke them in.
like they bust the windows out of the McDonald's.
Like the big
Like, I
display
bust
windows.
I didn't see the full pictures.
I'm
They
gonna
just
tell my sister to ride by. I'm gonna find out.
yo.
and also 23-year-old Ladia Lee was arraigned on one count of third-degree burglary and one count of fourth-degree grand larceny. Lee allegedly went inside a store located on 2800 block of Bailey Avenue with the intent to commit a crime. Lee and the unidentified person, there's another person, are accused of stealing shoes valued at approximately $1,000. Really, just stupid. And lastly, there was an accident on the 33. The crash occurred early mornings of Sunday, January 8th on outbound the 33 near East Ferry. The person that was arrested was Samika Tillman. She was charged with 2 counts of vehicular assault in the second degree and also cited for driving while intoxicated, driving without a seatbelt, speed not reasonable and prudent, following too closely, driving while ability impaired by the combined influence of drugs or alcohol or any other drug.
She ain't never get her license back.
Right. The bars just had a.
If they ever get a license again, she's gonna be blowing into that joint
No fact.
every time.
Every time she started the
Every
car
time she
up.
start the car, gotta blow in.
In other local news, Niagara Falls fired responds to a fire at Miles Junkyard on
Pause.
Rockford Road.
Miles Junkyard has a fire so many times to the point that they question if it's insurance or what's going on. Like,
Got you.
they catch fire like South Park, like The Simpsons. Like, just on what has happened.
No,
Like,
that's
go
crazy.
ahead, I'm sorry.
On October 10th, uh, around 6:15, fire crews battled a large fire at the junkyard for several hours. After more fires continued to pop up as crews extinguished them, Foss firefighter spotted a man hiding behind a piece of machinery inside the junkyard. At that time, the male was arrested and charged with criminal trespassing. Um, and then he was immediately linked to the fire. Then they found somebody across the street sitting on the porch. And he was sent to the hospital for mental evaluation.
Yeah. So also, in front of the mouths, they do gas transfers. So cars they get drunk, they transfer gas from one car, take the gas tank out and put it to another one.
Oh,
And so if anybody's playing with fire in that area,
oh,
it's
facts.
a situation.
Oof.
Frank, how you know? I've been here. Not for the fire, but just because. Go ahead.
So in Newfane, two people were injured, one seriously after a crash on Ridge Road in Newfane on Monday night. The Niagara County Sheriff's Office said they say they responded to a call just before 5:10 p.m. where a Ford Escape driving westbound on Ridge Road swerved and hit a Chevy Impala going eastbound. The car going westbound then hit a tree and came to rest in front of a residence. The male driver of the Ford Escape, later identified as 67-year-old Richard Tillotson of Lockport, was unresponsive and had to have CPR performed on him before he was transported to Eastern Niagara Hospital, Lockport, before being transferred to ECMC, where he was listed in critical condition as of Tuesday night. The female driver of the Chevy, later identified as 27-year-old Danielle Rance of Appleton, was taken to Eastern Niagara Hospital, Lockport, where she was treated and released. The cause of the accident is still under investigation. You know what, real quick, because that's like the third CPR thing on here. I feel like that is learn CPR.
No,
We all
valid.
need
No,
to
for
learn
sure.
Take the
CPR.
classes.
For
Mhm.
real.
Real quick, last two, then we go to inspiration thought, and then we out of here. Kathy Hochul came and gave her state of the address recently, and she talked about some stuff. And these are the things that she talked about quickly. And she said that she's going to invest into to curb gun violence in New York State. Also doing a bail reform law that needs improvement. 1 billion plan to expand mental health services across New York, and 800,000 new homes over the next decade or so. To empower plus program to improve home heating and the minimum wage should reflect inflation. Valid. So
Very
those are things
valid.
she's highlighting to deal with. Kathy, do well. Just do what you said you're going to do.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Be proper, and just don't get no sexual harassment situation like you did my boy Como. So just do your because I'm just saying. All right, quick inspiration. We got to go.
Um. Okay. Denzel Washington, not Denzel. His name is Denzel.
Very valid.
He said, "It's easy to spot a red car when you're always thinking of a red car. It's easy to spot an opportunity when you're always thinking of an opportunity. Easy to spot reasons to be mad when you're always thinking of being mad. You become what you consistently think about. Watch yourself."
Watch yourself. I got the word.
Watch yourself.
That's the Reverend Denzel Washington.
So I would say, do more, do more than you ever have done in the past, so that you can be more than you ever have been in the past, and so that you can have more. So do more, be more, have more. That is my thing.
Sir Cab.
So in my learnings in school, always be ahead of the curve. I'm in history of motion picture, and they have been opening my eyes to a lot of ideas and new concepts and things like that. So be open to new ideas
Valid.
and things like that.
My thing is to be very quickly. Do what you know and grow. The things you are aware of that you're good at, which is valid. Apply those things. The Bible says, "I give you the ability to get wealth and to prosper in those things." But you have to apply what you have, and then you have to be open to evolve and grow. Leaders never stop learning. So you try new things, you do new stuff. So Kev was in the vein on that. But you do this. This is your thing. you have if you haven't worked what you have, there's no need for nothing new because you're not gonna work it. You work with what you have first, and then add to it, build it, and grow. Because God got you. How about y'all? Y'all be safe. Peace, love, and soul. Parts of Big Frank in the morning. Bye, bye, bye.